Hello, this is Valerie Aiello, and you're listening to Idea Diary. Thanks for coming back to my office and hanging out. So today I wanted to talk about a Chris Do video. He has a YouTube channel called The Future, and he talks a lot about personal branding. One of the videos he just did, he talked a lot about personal branding is basically self-discovery over advertising videos. So if you're just using it as advertising whatever you're selling, you're kind of totally missing the point of personal brand. And he talks about showing up as a real person, creating helpful videos of some kind. And you can still sell something, but that's not like the point of what you're doing, which is what I kind of resonate with, because even with art and photography and different things and illustration, I love doing self-portraits. I don't know why, maybe I'm just like really into myself, but I feel like when I'm creating a self-portrait, I'm hanging out with myself in some weird way. I'm an extrovert, but also an introvert in a way that I like to, just kind of be by myself and learning and reading and just like having a great time, just creating. So I don't know, maybe it's a personality type, but however, I do think that the whole like self-discovery, personal brand journey is fantastic and great, and we should all be on it, no matter what you do. There's this YouTuber, Jessica Stansberry, that I just find her videos very comforting in some way, I guess. And I watch them all pretty much. She'll have one or two videos a week, and I usually watch them unless it's like something very technical, then I don't necessarily watch like the whole video or something. But she's a personal brand, technical kind of build your own business kind of YouTuber, and I don't know, I like her. Her video the other day, she was talking about how she posted something in a newsletter where she is already kind of successful, or she is successful with her own business, and she can probably run it alone, but she has a couple employees that help her. However, she needs like a reset. She's in transition. She's had the success. She's had some failures. I think with certain brands, probably most brands, even if you're at the top, you have waves of success. So you might know exactly what you want to be doing, and you're doing it, and you're creating all this content, and it all makes sense until you get bored with that and you need to revamp. So I think she's having a revamp period. And one of the things that she said in her newsletter, that she had decided to do a piece of content every single day. Doesn't mean it's all going to be hits. It doesn't mean she knows exactly what she's going to do. She's just doing it for the sake of creating content. And somebody left a message or a comment on her Instagram or something. And the person making a comment said, based on their research, they heard that it's better to create really well done content, even though it might be less, than to just like splatter anything all the time. And I think that Jessica like took that information and she really processed it in a way that was like, oh, that makes sense, which is like the person who left the comment was like not very nice in a way, or a kind of a know-it-all comment. But Jessica isn't creating content to be more successful. She's creating content because that's what her spirit is telling her she needs to do. And it's for the sake of creating content because she's a content creator. So she kind of like deduced that, okay, this person's brain that's telling me their opinion that you need to create less content and it be more valuable, that's possibly coming from a business mind, somebody that's not making content for the sake of making content. They're doing it to sell something, probably. And Jessica is a content creator. She would probably be even more creative if it made sense from what I gather. But she kind of has to like balance this like I have a creative brain that wants to make wild, crazy, cool stuff, whether or not it makes sense to anybody or not. But I also have a business brain that knows if I do things in a certain way, I can make money. So you're always kind of doing this balancing game. If you're creative, if you want to make money, but you're also just creating for the sake of creating because it's cool and fun, you've got to kind of do it all in a way that's manageable. That was just something that I thought I heard, and I thought, oh, that's a really valuable thought process is, are you creating with your business hat or your creator hat? How can you be both? And everyone's answer is going to be different. So I think coming up, showing up, possibly taking breaks, everyone has to do it at their own speed. So don't feel bad if it takes years to figure it out, or you take a whole year break and you don't know why, but you just kind of feel it. There's no one success path, so you got to figure it out. But I think if you want to be authentic to yourself, I think ultimately the self-discovery thing of why you're doing everything, while you're making a YouTube video, why you're making a podcast, why you're posting something on Instagram. I always think of you have one life to live, and even if you're the only one that has it to look back on and the only person that cares about it, at least you're kind of archiving yourself in this world. And now we're fortunate enough to have the internet and have storage be so cheap. You can literally probably film your entire life every day if you wanted to and post it for free. So why not create and make yourself some memories, and while you're being your best you. And this year I'm ROI. What's the ROI? Why am I doing this? What do I get out of it? And for me, just make your own list. But for me, my ROI for having a personal brand and constantly creating as much as I can see, making it and creating as much as I can possibly create. My ROI is that I want to sell fun, valuable art and products, and whatever that means to me, but have fun creating products that people want to buy for whatever reason. I want to make valuable books. I have no idea why I like books, and books feels really good to me. There's something about the price point and the amount of time that somebody can spend with a book. I feel like you're not really wasting anyone's time. If they don't like the book, they can stop reading it, and they don't feel like they've invested a bunch of money in something that they don't like. But if they do love it, they feel like they would have bought 10 of those books. I don't know. I like that idea that I could be helpful to someone's creative journey in that way. I want to gain the knowledge of how do you make money using media, because I know some people make zero money and some people make $100 million. Where's that point for me? I don't know. Just want to figure out that puzzle and working on it. And I want to be around like-minded people. So being freelance and a solopreneur, it's pretty lonely, and I'm kind of sick of it. So I feel like this is a way to meet like-minded people, especially in the conference zone. I love conferences. I would love to just be in the game. How can I bring value in a conference setting and be hanging out with people that know a bunch of stuff, and we can all talk about a bunch of stuff and everyone's learning. So that's my dream. I'm hoping to get there at some point. And I guess that's the show for today. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Bye.